What's up, angels? It's your West Coast Bells, and we're here with the T.W.I.N, and that is This Week in News. And this the weekend news is kind of sad a little bit. I just, want to go ahead and put that out there. But I'm Misha,
And I'm Ty.
and if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for your bells.
Please hit the bell for your bells.
Yes, please. Um, so let's start out by giving up this quote. We want to give you this quote that we heard. Are you being, what is it, Ty? Quietly abused loudly, right?
Yes. Quietly abused loudly.
Loudly. And what happened is a video surfaced of Lil Brandi, aka Brandy Boy. If you don't know who she is, she appeared on Love and Hip Hop with, or uh, as Ray J's, a relation to Ray J, a good friend of the family.
Yes, and she was also married to producer Max Lux.
And she was married to producer Max Lux, who had a baby on the side with the side chick, and they apparently had their ups and downs in their marriage, whatever that is. No, whatever it is. There's a video that surfaced on the neighborhood top actually reported this video, just and I want to show it to you. It's Brandy. She's crying. She's bruised. There's an issue, but she's not saying.
She's not saying anything.
So
she's
let
not
me
saying anything.
See. Let me go ahead and make sure that everybody can see us and can comment on Facebook and stuff like that. So, all right, there we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead.
This is quietly abused loudly.
Yes.
Quietly abused loudly. The women that appear like they're being abused, we can see it, obviously, but they won't say anything.
Right.
Play this video, please. You see the bruise on her left arm. You see her hair. She just looks a little disheveled and distraught. Now, this is pure, obviously, speculation on behalf of the internet, but it's still representative of pain or trauma that's being experienced quietly.
I just, you know what? I'm just as frustrated as anyone else is that Black women are not being believed and not being taken seriously, or women in general, just are not taken seriously with this issue. But I'm going to need the hashtag say something now. I need the hashtag say something now to circulate, because
I like that, but it's not always that easy for victims.
I understand. It's the most underreported crime in the world. Okay, statistically, is domestic abuse and sexual assault, right? But that's why we need to change that. Say something.
Say something, especially if you're going to show us.
Yes. If you're going to show.
But it's hard because we can't really tell people how to tell their story, or even when to tell their story.
Well, I'm telling you, as my sister.
Real quick, Brandy's story could easily be, she may have, God forbid, lost somebody that's close to her, and that bruise just may be incidental, but with her, I don't know if she was as calculating to think that with her putting a video out like that we would assume, or that the internet would assume, but it would seem like with her being in the public eye for so long that she would be aware of the impact that it would have on people and what they would think. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know for sure what's going on her, and I don't want to speculate as the internet already has because there's so many different stories out there already. I just wish that, I mean, if people want to go through something privately, I feel like you need to decide if you want it to be private or if you want the people to know. You
Maybe
know?
she wants everybody to know, but she just doesn't know how to say it. And that was her only way to say it. Like, listen, this is my thing, okay? This is what I will do, okay? I can't help everybody, but you are my sister. You, look at me. Look at me. You, you are
Don't
my,
laugh because it's not. People
no,
gonna
no,
say
no,
y'all
it's not
joking.
funny. You are my sister. If you ever are going through anything like that,
Bro, if you saw a bruise on me,
we gonna kick his ass. We gonna kick his ass. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but he's going. He's going down. He's going down. He's going down. That's it. But
you
anyway,
know, but that's not the main story tonight. We just wanted to touch on that because that is the preface for the rest of the show. And we do really need to move on to what we actually came to talk about, which is this Joe Budden and Tahiry Jose drama.
yeah. And I just, I want to say why. You know what? If you have to be silent, don't feel like you have to be silent. That's what I want to say. Don't feel like you have to be silent. Don't be like Megan Thee Stallion. I know, sis, you felt like you had to be silent. You didn't have to be silent. Nobody does, period. Now go ahead. The Joe Budden and Tahiry thing.
No, that's true. No, listen, no, we're not gonna breeze past that right quick because what's happening is what we see is people are protecting people that are hurting them. Women are protecting men who are hurting them, literally protecting them, going to the hospital, lying to the police. Now, I understand if you don't live your life like that. But if you got some sort of street code that you live by, there should be some sort of justice done. I don't
Right.
like that. I
Something.
don't like that shit. Nah, nah. Mm-mm. Nope. But look, sis, inbox me.
I don't
No,
know.
for real. That's all I'm gonna say. Just inbox me, and we ain't got to talk about it ever again. Period. And
Right. Okay. And then
so
moving on to other news and the reason for us starting the way we did with Lil B and how she's crying and she's being silent, but she's being loud at the same time is because
yes,
Tahiri gave an interview earlier this week with Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked.
yes.
And she said that she was in an abusive relationship with Joe Budden.
Now,
Now,
real quick, Mish, before you get to that, prior
mhm,
to her actually talking about Joe Budden, she was talking about the incident that happened with Vado. And it led into a discussion about the previous abuse that she has spoken about in her previous relationships.
yeah.
And she implicated Joe Budden in that alleged abuse. So go ahead.
Okay, so when she implicated Joe Budden, she said that all the things that we just saw her say, give this story again on Marriage Boot Camp. She said, "I hate my nose." She said, "I hate my nose because oh my goodness, I'm gonna cry."
I know, no, don't cry, Mish. Don't do it because you're gonna make me cry if you start crying.
Okay, she said, "I hate my nose because someone, you
Broke
know,
it.
yeah, somebody broke my nose." And it's still crooked. Oh my God.
Okay, I'll take over. You just listen. Um, on Marriage Boot Camp, part of her therapy was revisiting some past trauma. And she did have to own up to the fact that she's been into abusive relationships and actually discuss it with people. And in that, she said she hates her nose because it's crooked because somebody punched her in her nose. A man punched her in her nose and
Yeah.
broke it. So basically, the story that she told on Hollywood Unlocked, just I believe it was yesterday, well, a couple of days ago now, just I think it was what, August 31st or September 1st. She did an interview with Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked, and when she spoke about Vado, he asked her, was her previous abuse with Joe Budden? And when she said yes, she went into the story, and part of her story was that she left that relationship with a fractured rib, that somebody had broken her nose to send a message to him. So somebody punched her in the nose to send a message to him, and then he later hit her in that broken nose. That's what she said. Those are her words. She
Mm-hmm.
said she pushed down a flight of stairs. She said when she was leaving and she remembered basically asking him or letting him know that, I just need 2 weeks to pack my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, he had agreed everything was good, but he
He
started
was
checking her phone.
looking through her phone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he's gonna feel some kind of way because she's moving on, and he's gonna think that she's moving on with somebody else. They get jealous, even though they don't really want you. So
Right. So
they,
she still tried to protect him. And I'm going to show a clip of what she said on Hollywood Unlocked. We can't just show the whole thing because, I know Jason. Jason,
Jason,
just,
listen, we just need a piece,
just
baby.
because we spoke to you, we know that we
We
can't
just need a
tell
piece,
shit.
okay?
Okay? It's just a little piece, okay? It's just a little piece. All right.
He hurt me bad, and I just stayed quiet. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I went to the hospital and he sat next to me. And I liked the doctors just when I was cleaning a cabinet and felt a kitchen. And then he rapped about it.
Wait, what was the last part you just said?
He rapped about it. He kind of said something about fracturing a rib, hitting her in the rib. It was just so, and for years I've just sat there and
that is
for all the right reasons, right?
That is just a portion of what she said on Hollywood Unlocked. If you do want the full interview, of course, go to Hollywood Unlocked and you can see everything that she said.
She said he went to the hospital with me
her
and sat next to me.
And she
and
lied
to the doctor.
It's so reminiscent of
cabinet.
It's reminiscent of Meg Thee Stallion. She said she was lying to the doctors like, oh, I didn't know I got shot.
I stepped on some glass.
The doctor knew that she knew. That doctor, you know what? When doctors have experience, they know, you didn't step on no glass.
Yeah, well, they had to, but they told her. They said, you got shot.
There's shrapnel in your
bullet fragments. Yes.
Yeah. There's shrapnel in your foot. I've only heard the word shrapnel in military terms.
He said,
like,
well, here's the thing. Okay, so she also said this. She said that Joe Budden said that she said she would fight a man. Basically, he referenced that on a video that he had made, or not a video, but one of his podcasts. It was like, Tahiry will fight a man. And she was like, I'll fight a man. I'll defend myself, but I'm not going to fight a man. I'll defend myself, but she was upset that he said that.
I will fight you to get you off of me, but I'm not going to just start a fight with a man.
Right, and that's, I could see where she's coming from when she said that, and I believe her. And I believe her story, but guess what? I also believe his. I don't believe that she was lying when he said, "You want to play his clip? You want to play what he said?"
Yeah, let's go ahead and play a little
This
bit
is
of
fine.
what he said. And
Because
this,
he deserves the right to defend himself, and everybody has a different perspective and experience in every situation. What he experienced is not what she experienced, and what she experienced is not what he experienced, and they're by no means going to describe the two the same. So while
right,
I believe,
right.
what she said in part was her
Mm.
experience, I believe that was her experience. But
And
I
you
also
know, I
chose
said the same thing about Claudia Jordan and Medina. I'm sorry, did I interrupt you?
no, no, you good.
Okay. I said the same thing about Claudia Jordan and Medina. It's this thing where if you're in a toxic relationship, you just need to get out, because as a woman, it doesn't matter if I attack you, and if I feel like I am well within my right to attack you, even if you are defending yourself, if I end up on the floor, or if I end up bruised, or if I end up hurt in any kind of way, I'm gonna feel like you did it. Like you did it. But that's just to
But that's a toxic
play.
relationship. In toxic
Yeah,
relationships, that's the
exactly.
problem. Nobody
And
wants to
that's
leave.
just exactly, and that's just to play devil's advocate, because I don't believe in attacking a man. If he's leaving, girl, let him leave. If he's cheating, leave him, or don't bring it up. I mean, bring it up in a way where you don't have to be violent.
Yeah,
Don't,
I get it. No, but I did some
um,
young dumb shit, so I understand.
yeah. I
They're
don't
talking
believe in
about
no
like,
old. I don't believe in the older woman like Evelyn, or yeah, Miss E, um, Braxton.
mhm.
Miss E, she said, if you're not ready to leave, let him cheat in peace. I don't believe in that. I believe in letting them know, like, look,
Listen, rage is a hell of an emotion.
I know it
And
is.
when you have an agreement with somebody that they're not supposed to be doing something and you're not supposed to be doing something and you find out they're doing it, it causes rage. And rage can cause you to do just about anything. And you have to remember, they're talking about their 20-year-old selves, the 25-year-old selves. I'm a completely different woman than I was when I was 25. And I promise you, I started some stuff when
Right, but
I
I'm
was
talking to the
25.
25-year-olds right
I was
now.
real aggressive.
I am, you know what? I was too. And I agree with any type of aggression that anybody showed at that age, because they were just growing up. If
Yeah, I
you're
was a
just,
kid.
you know what? But I do have a duty to speak to people who may be going through it, or might feel like they are going through it, or don't know if they're going through it. If
If
you,
it hurts, you're going through it.
right.
Period. I don't care if it hurts you mentally, hurt your heart, hurt your body physically. You're going through it. Pain is
Yes.
not supposed to be part of the equation, honey.
Right.
It just don't work like that, and don't let nobody fool you. Now, I'm not saying you're not gonna go through some stuff. You're gonna go through some stuff if you be with somebody
Yeah.
long enough. But damn it,
And that's
pain.
my thing. That's my thing. You have to be able to manage the situations that lead to that, in order to keep that out of your relationship.
Yes,
Because if you, okay, so say, okay, cheating is your thing, like, and you go off every time your man is cheating, you need to leave them, because if you're going to have that type of reaction every time that you are going through that, and he won't stop, it's somebody that don't care about your feelings. He just,
that's true, but it's not always that easy to leave, though. I promise you, because I had that. Like I went through that as a part of my relationship. That's a stain forever on my relationship. Not in my marriage, but prior to getting married, we went through a bunch of shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
but I'm saying, like, if you are going through the same thing for 10 years, like, it just seems like at some point you do have to What? What? Go ahead.
I was just saying 10 years shit. I mean, time time just it passes so quickly. And before you know it, you've been in a bad relationship for fucking 20 years. You know what I'm saying? You know
No,
what I'm
I
talking about.
definitely know. I definitely know that. I know that. I know that that's easy to do
I
as a
can't tell
young
nobody what to
person.
do. All I can say is call me, inbox me. That's
Right.
all I can say.
Right.
I can't tell nobody what else to do. Just, inbox me. That I can offer that for sure. Because we'll come up with something together.
Agreed. Agreed.
So I could never tell a person
Because
what
you
to
know
do.
what? It's interesting because I say leave, but I really don't feel like you should leave unless Molly, you in danger, girl. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you go through a little bit of cheating, or if you
I
guys
feel
have an
people should do
argument,
whatever makes them happy. I'm sorry, did I cut
yeah,
you off?
yeah. But let me finish. If you
Okay.
have escalated argument because of anything, I do feel like you guys should come to a common ground and figure things out, because you don't just let go of love because of something stupid. But if you get your nose broken and the person that broke your nose or popped you in that nose is sitting next to you in the hospital, like, you still supposed to be mad. Like, you supposed to still be mad. But I'm gonna go ahead and play what Joe said. I'm gonna play what Joe said so that we can get
Yeah, because we got to be fair.
we gotta be fair. Gotta be fair.
What was alleged here? Let me start with this young lady is a liar, a cancerous, toxic liar. I'm uncertain why she's lying this way. I'm not certain if she is misspeaking, if she has a false recollection of things. I'm not sure what it is, but she said some things that didn't sit right with my soul. We're talking about 24 and 25-year-old Joe, 25-year-old, 26-year-old you. We're toxic to each other. And I'm glad that the climate has changed and we are able to have some conversations today that we couldn't have back then. Because today I'm very comfortable saying you were abusive. You used to beat my ass. You threw, you hit me, you kicked me, you did a whole bunch of shit that's not alleged here. You said,
Okay. So,
Okay, I got two things to say real quick.
mhm.
He went on to say that she wasn't clear about how her nose was broken, and that she made it seem like he did that. She did not say that he broke her nose. She said someone broke her nose to send him a message, and that he later hit her on that same nose. Second, excuse me, that's just like that. Secondly, when a person starts name calling, you're a cancerous, toxic
A liar.
right. When a person starts doing that, that's extremely defensive to me. And when a person is extremely defensive like that, there's usually something that they have to cover. Now, I understand he is a different person today than he was when he was in his mid-20s, but that does not erase your mid-20s or your relationships from your mid-20s, Joe. You kind of did cop to a little bit and said you've gotten help for the things that you have done and the problems that you had, but you were kind of evasive when it came to the subject of domestic abuse. Um, Sometimes you got to just say what it is so that other people don't tell your story. You know what I'm saying? But she told the story before you, and we believe both of y'all. I believe both of y'all. I don't believe that she's lying about what she said. You don't
Right.
just make
I
up
don't
getting
believe that she's lying. Like, why would she lie? Why would she have to lie?
You
Like,
don't just make up getting
right
dragged
now,
out the bed by your ankle like that. She's not that. She doesn't strike me as a crazy person like that. You know, now, yes, is she spicy? Will she throw some apples, beeline some apples upside your head? Absolutely. Will
you
she hit
don't
you?
get clout for as a woman. You don't get clout for coming out with a story like this so many years later. You get attacked
Right.
for it.
Yeah, and she is definitely being attacked for it. You know she is.
Yeah,
And
you
then on
don't
top of
get
that,
clout.
Jason reached
You
out to
don't
her.
get clout.
Jason reached out to her. She did not reach out to Jason to tell her story. She hasn't been trying to tell it all. She could have been told this story. She did not do that. She was just on a national TV show, you know, and she didn't say anything. It was organic the way that the conversation progressed, and it naturally moved into that. And she was honest, and she was transparent, and she was open.
Right.
Now you may think she was lying, but that was her experience, and it's nothing.
Exactly. And that's why I say it's all about perspective. But the bottom line is this. This is why people don't get it. Number one, you're supposed to keep your hands to yourself. But
Everybody keep your hands to yourself.
yes, but in the
I had to
event,
learn it. I had to learn too.
that a woman hits a man and that man does more than restrain her, like, because you should be strong enough to restrain a woman. If you can't restrain her, that's different, because nobody is to say who the weaker or stronger sex is in any situation. That's why it's best to just keep your hands to yourself. But if you can't restrain a woman, try to walk away. If you can't walk away, then you might have to.
Let's just put it like this. If you do anything else, if you do not exercise every ability to get out of the situation as a man, you are abusing your power. It's an abusive power, just like in a situation with
And your reaction, if you hit your woman after she hits you, your reaction is disproportionate to her reaction. That's just
it'll
the
always be because of the strength.
Because of the
behind it.
strength.
Yeah.
Because of the strength is disproportionate. You are stronger
9 times out of 10, because you know there's always that exception.
Right.
But we're not telling people to go around hitting people and trying to get away with it. Don't abuse the fact that you know that somebody's not going to hit you. You know, don't do that.
Right.
But, you know, it reminds me of, you know, who. It makes me so sad when I hear it. Every time I hear it in my head.
Who?
Michelle. When she said, I was already doped up, so it didn't hurt. When she was on Wendy Williams.
Yes. Oh my God. She said, I'm the exception. LaShonda said, she meant I'm the exception.
Yeah. Right. Daughter, you ready? You ready to come on? You got your lip gloss on? You got your lip gloss on, because we need to talk about this.
No, we're done with this. We're done with this one.
Oh, you're going to try to cut me off like that?
Yeah, we're done. We don't want to go too far into this. We just had a small.
Yeah, we just wanted
to say, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's
so
it. Look, LaShonda said, yeah, but look, LaShonda, we're going to do this tomorrow after.
We can bring her in. I'll just call her. Oh, my daughter. But anyway, listen, we are going to do Marriage Boot Camp. What is it, the season finale tomorrow?
Yes, it is, and the lie detector results. So
actually, season finale just played today, so we got to go watch it and we'll do it.
Oh my God, that's today. It's on right now again. So yes, let me go ahead and get into it. thank you everyone for watching.
The West Coast Bells.
Thanks for supporting the West Coast Bells. And you know what? We really don't have a set schedule. You can catch us when you can catch us, but to know exactly when we're coming on, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's West Coast Bells. Please subscribe to the West Coast Bells on YouTube, and please subscribe to the West Coast Bells or like the West Coast Bells page on Facebook. And please follow us at West Coast _Bells on Instagram. And please follow us at West Coast Bells on Twitter so that you can know exactly when we're going on. We'll make sure to post.
And for business opportunities, you can reach us at westcoastbells@gmail.com.
westcoastbells@gmail.com. All right. So thank you again, everybody, for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell for your bells.
Please hit the bell for your bells.